Hi, I'm DeAnza Duron, creator of The Best Buddies. I remember years ago, the knock on the door at our home and opening the door, and there was a couple and she was just crying her eyes out. And I said, "Come on in, what is happening?" And she just blurted out, "I'm pregnant." And I'm like, I looked at him and I like, "Is he your?" "Yes." "And are you?" "Yes, we're married." And I'm like, "This is looking pretty good. So what is the problem?" And she just cried, "I'm 43 years old." Well, it just so happened that our three little boys, our three little ones, were in the playroom playing, and I said, "Well, it might be interesting for you to know that, see that one right there? I was 39 when I had him. See that one right there? I was 41 when I had him. And this one right here, I was 43. I wish you could have seen her face. It was like she was just, and there was this great shift of, I thought this was impossible I think I can do this. It's going to be okay. Well, that shift is very important for all of us parents. It doesn't really matter what the challenge is. Maybe your challenge is a child who has a learning disability, or you've gone through a divorce, or financial stress, or even personality clashes between your children, or maybe a personality clash with you and a child. You know, they say the child that you have the most difficult time with is the one that's the most like you. I don't know, it may be true. But I just know it's very important for us not to be overwhelmed and give up from the very beginning, because the impossible situations, they're going to be okay if we hang on and do the right thing, even with the big issues. In fact, especially with the big issues. Issues like sharing. You know, that's not always an easy concept to sell to your children. I mean, really, it's more fun to eat half a piece of pizza when I could have eaten the whole piece of pizza if I didn't have to share. But sharing really has to do with being me-centered or other-centered. If you're other-centered, then you learn the joys of sharing. It kind of reminds me when Destiny, our oldest child, went to college. It was the first of the 6 who went to college, and now 7 went to college. And I'll never forget the parent orientation class when the professor gets up and he just says from the beginning, "Parents, for 18 years you have convinced your children that they are the center of the universe. In the next weeks, we're going to teach your child the reality that they are definitely not the center of the universe." And that was so funny to me looking back on, but it's really crucial, because in the big issues such as sharing, it really is all about being other-centered. You know, there are other big issues that are connected especially to sharing, and one of them is obedience. Obedience is a huge issue. Sometimes a child just doesn't want to share, or they choose not to share, and it stops being a sharing issue and becomes a obedience issue. And for a parent to laugh or think it's cute anytime a child is disobedient, you are playing a dangerous game, because you're communicating to that child it's not important to listen to authority. It's not important to obey. I remember writing a song called "Disobey, No Play." It's a fun song. It has this rhythm and it's fun to sing, and you can dance to it. But the message is very serious. There are consequences to disobedience. And a wise parent will make those consequences very clear, and they will be consistent with enforcing them. If you choose to obey, then what you disobey, then what you wanted to do, you're not going to go play. You're not going to be doing the things you wanted to do. So these big issues, let me just encourage you. The big issues don't always have to be as big as they feel at times, because you as parents really do have tools that you can practice in your home. Parents, Mom, Dad, you can do this. Let me encourage you. Believe in yourself. I believe in you. It's going to happen. The main thing is this: never, never give up.
Disobey, disobey.